Pete, there has been the assumption that once you put it under the umbrella of a impeachment inquiry, that begins to unlock legal doors in terms of testimony, in terms of grand jury testimony. Is that a given, or is that in dispute as well?
No, it's not a given at all. And, you know, I think there's two ways to look at what the Speaker has done here. You can either say that this is impeachment times 6 because 6 committees will be looking at this, or you can say it's impeachment light because no one committee will be concentrating on just looking at impeachment. So in a way, you could look at this as maybe sort of rebranding this. Now, she did say that one issue is whether she repeatedly said that it was a violation of the law for the intelligence community's inspector general not to pass along this whistleblower's complaint. Well, that's contested because the Trump administration's position has been no. You only pass along stuff through that whistleblower conduit when a whistleblower in the intelligence community is objecting to something about an intelligence community product or activity. And what they're saying is the president's conversations with the Ukrainian officials didn't fit that category, and that's why they didn't pass it along. But regardless of whether that's a violation of the law, regardless of whether you view the president's conduct with Ukrainians as violating national security, as she did, it's well to remember that impeachment is a political process. It's not a legal process. It doesn't stand the same tests of the federal criminal law or federal civil law. As Gerald Ford once famously said, an impeachable offense, a high crime or misdemeanor, is whatever the House says it is.
Hey, NBC News viewers, thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Subscribe by clicking on that button down here and click on any of the videos over here to watch the latest interviews, show highlights, and digital exclusives. Thanks for watching.